welcome to Sandpaper. So today this is another late night video. Again late. I'm pretty sure ki past 10:30 to go ise etu. And now you know je ami enokwa ke nijor channel proceeding kini divide kori loisu ki junkhini agbela hobo agbela ba duporia jeneke 11:45 am ot amar everyday eta live jay of MCQs. So that is for the people who are preparing prelims. Jun hokole live saibo pare then well and good. Jun hokole live saibo nware if they are busy or they are working or they in college or something. So always live to present thake hetu sale hol and rati jun to hoy because do not go into we are jam packed with classes, rapid revision hoye ase, crash course hoye ase, map module hoye ase, foundation kini to hoye ase. That's a regular YouTube live hoye ase, like rati ami current affairs classes hoye ase. So many things are going on. So he karone ami very late night video start korisu and juntu pisbela hoy ba very late night hoy that is typically for the beginners. Because we time and again keep saying je this is the right time. This is the right time if you are thinking of appearing or preparing for APSC Prelims 2026. Okay? Mane 2026 or juntu hobo hetur naam APSC CCE 2025 hobo. Okay? So ebosorot ke olopman besi homoy ase besi bhabi sinti like that day Saturday amar eta webinar hol and webinar was about how to start. So it was very nice. It was our first webinar ever. So many people came and joined and they asked their queries. So question to inequai hoye se ki when to prepare and the answer when to prepare is today. Start preparing from today. Okay. So also last syllabus or debunking to sai lobo. Itia ami go asu the second chapter ke ami buzi palu. We understood ki syllabus kya hai. We understood that. Now syllabus ke according ki kitab utham. Syllabus ke according what book should we pick so that we are able to study properly. Okay, so that is what we are trying to do in this video. APSC CCE Prelims Booklist boli likhisu but mains oru ami tate approach bharaisu. Okay, so these are like prototype photo aru all this whole video is going to be photos only, so dekh lena. And this photo is again about photo. This photo is from my last day in work. Very special for me. This was in Dotoma Revenue Circle. Ekin likha hai Sashmita Rekhabor LRS 2021 to 2024 lage hol. And then I quit services. So this is a very special photo of me. Hekane bhabilu it's about time kiman black t-shirt ot sabo I should have some very special photo of mine. Chalo, let's move ahead. So first question juntu moi pray bhag pao, I am getting comments also on this because you will find je hodai I am a big crusader of books. Okay, kitab like kitab no pohile nohobo moi apnalokok agoteu video koisu ki I can sugarcoat this and moi kobo paru ki materials poho. Even we get phone calls je okol material kinibo pari niki ami we say the truth ki material pohi to pass na hobo bhai etu to hobo nware je material pohi pass korise ar konba jodi gan gaise je material pohi pass korise they are lying, plain and simple. Maybe prelims gusi jabo pare kintu depth na thakile mains pass no hobo. So dinok dine apni prelims pass kori goi thakibo then mains ot atki jabo. That is a very very final thing. So jodi ami etu bare controversy to address koru whether we should study books or material. Books are a yes and booklets are a no. Booklets mane material kothai moi koisu, materials are a no. You will time and again find so many ad bole kom so many ads saying je etu booklet pohi pass korilo etu booklet pohi pass korilo kisuman kitab enekwa ase ami etu mains or karone jeta pohim I will tell you itia moi etu part 1 banaiso I will tell you part 2 mein ki kya aur reh gaya. So etu there are some books only, booklets no hoy of some famous institutes yaha ka log nahi, theek hai jar booklet bur almost other coaching institutes also refer. तो हेतु कथा बेलेग हेतु लाइक वो एक ऐसा लेवल पहुंच गया है कि हेतु किताब बुलिए कंसीडर करबो पारा जाय. बट এই যে আপোনালোকে টাইম এন্ড अगेन এডত দেখা পায় কি মই বুকলেট পঢ়িয়ে পাস কৰিলো বুকলেট পঢ়ি সব হয় প্লিজ আন্ডাৰস্ট্যান্ড দ্যাট ইজ নাথিং বাট আ মার্কেটিং গিমিক. সো বুকস পঢ়িলে নহব আৰু মই এই ইন্ডাস্ট্ৰিত আহা পিছতহে ৰিয়েলাইজ কৰিলো কি বুকস তো মানুহে নপঢ়ে দেখোন बुक्स पढ़ार कोनो हेरिए ना लाइक है ही नहीं इच्छा ही नहीं है बुक्स বুলি ক'লে নাক কুচাই আৰু এতিয়া আমাৰ তাত এডমিশন ললে এডমিশনৰ আগত ফাৰ্স্টে ফোন কৰি খুদে মটেৰিয়েল পামনে मटेरियल पाबो किन्तु मटेरियल से पास नहीं होगे you need to study books or you need to study notes derived from books which our teachers do which are class notes are the most valuable things class notes that are equivalent books tar pisor ahile kiba material jiu apuni poha edo koi moi mane I am not able to do it because moi eta video the ko tasot 15 ta video ahi jay saying material so you get confused kintu this is a khatang kotha IAS officers okolor hunibo what they have said IAS officers okolor kuabur hunibo ki what they have said then you will realize ki books are yes and booklets are a no আর যদি আপনি বুকলেটৰ চক্কৰত ফসি যায় ঠিক আছে প্ৰিলিমছ উলাইও যাব পাৰে কিন্তু মেইনছত যে আপুনি আটকিব দ্যাট ইজ পাক্কা ওকে সো বুকস টু বহুত বেছি ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট হয় আৰু আপনি যেহেতু বিগিনাৰ হয় এজ ইউ এন বিগিনাৰ আপুনি এই ৰাস্তাটো ইতিয়াই ঠিক কৰি ল'ব লাগিব ইউ উইল হ্যাভ টু মেক ইট কারেক্ট রাইট নাও কি আইদার টিচারে পঢ়োৱা নোটস অর বুকস যদি সেলফ স্টাডি কৰিব বিচাৰিছে বুকস আর মানে উপায় নাই এটো বুকস পঢ়িবই লাগিব যদি আপনি প্রফেশনাল কোচিং লয় তেতিয়ালে ঠিক আছে হেনুকা কোনবা ইনস্টিটিউটত যাওক যত টিচার সকলে বুকস পঢ়িবলে নোটস বনায় আমাৰ তাত আমি বুকস পঢ়ি নোটস বনাও দ্যাট ইজ 100% শিওর তাকো এটা বুক নহয় মাল্টিপল বুক পঢ়ি নোটস বনাও সো দ্যাট ইজ ডিফারেন্ট বাট যদি আপনি বিগিনার হয় এন্ড ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু ডু সেলফ স্টাডি তেতিয়ালে বুকসৰ বাহিৰে কোনো নাই আপনি জিমান বুকলেট বিচাৰি নাথাকক কিয় দে আর নট গোইং টু হেল্প ইউ সো বুকস ইয়েস এন্ড বুকলেটস নো okay question is are the books same for prelims and mains answer is both yes and no why answer to yes and no because some books are prelims oriented and some books are mains oriented and some books are sufficient for both prelims and mains কিছুমান এনেকুৱা বুক আছে আপনি আগৰ ভিডিওত চালে গম পাব কি যদি আপুনি হে বুকখন পঢ়িলে আপনি প্ৰিলিমসও পাস কৰিব পাৰিব মেইনসও পাস কৰিব পাৰিব কিন্তু কিছুমান এনেকুৱা বুক থাকে ধৰক ডেপটো অলপমান কম হয় সো you will have to move ahead with some other book to supplement it for the mains exam so time and again some books are apni gome pabo multiple books that go around aru sabo hokolu APSC topper hok UPSC topper hok teoloke more or less same khini kitabor kothai koy amar amiu ekekhini kitabe pohislo ekhon dukhon kitab beleg because amar 2000 we qualified in 2019 so itia aru advanced book kijon man ahi goise so some things have changed hetu mo update kori disu apnalokor karone so sabo ekekhini bookor kothai koy so ekekhini book we need to study but we need to study well let's move ahead so this is the first book that I know everybody knows and everybody must have also and the subject is polity obviously and the book's name is what the book's name is M Lakshmikant সবে পঢ়িছে এম লক্ষ্মীকান্ত আমি ভাবিছো সবে পঢ়িছে মই এবাৰ যেতিয়া আমাৰ একাডেমি খুলিলো দেন স্পেশালি মেইনছৰ ৰিজাল্ট ওলোৱা পিছত when students came and consulted with me then I realized ki there were some people who have never touched Lakshmikant which is like pata nahi what they were doing I have no idea so moi to other time shokote gusi golu but then I realized ki upay nai market hi वैसा हो गया था कि material पहिले हो जाए so एम लक्ष्मीकांत को लोग भूल गए हैं बट एम लक्ष्मीकांत पढ़िबই লাগিব and it's important for both prelims and mains অলপমান ডেপথ আৰু লাগিব কিন্তু যোনটো মেইনছৰ ডেপথ লাগে পলিটিত that has to be sufficed with current affairs okay that has to be sufficed with current affairs and যোনটো আমাৰ কিবা আছে যোনটো আমাৰ কনস্টিটিউশন আছে okay হেটো আমি সেকেন্ড হাফত সাম কনস্টিটিউশন এটলাস that I'll show in this next video but this is part 1 so polity करना you will have to study M Lakshmikant photo लगा दिया है एडुए अपने किनिबो this is the I think this is the latest edition as far as I know and that piece to edition ahibo pare to just find out the latest edition okay because polity is very dynamic কিছুমান বস্তু গুছাই দিছে কিছুমান বস্তু ৰাখি দিছে so এটো বস্তু চাই লব and find take M Lakshmikant okay so M Lakshmikantor লগতে দুখন NCERT are compulsory okay dukhon NCERT compulsory in fact you should read these NCERTs before you read M Lakshmikant okay so M Lakshmikant pohibo but M Lakshmikantor tendency to ki apnak M Lakshmikant alo bhoi khwabo pare because bostu to bahut dangor is like this thick বহুত লিগেল ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজ আছে কি হৈ আছে আমি বুজি পোৱা নাই এনেকুৱা টাইপৰ ফিলিং আহিব পাৰে সো বিফোৰ ইউ গো ফৰ লক্ষ্মীকান্ত ইট ইজ এডভাইস যে এই দুখন আপুনি এনচিইআৰটি পঢ়িব ইণ্ডিয়ান কনষ্টিটিউশ্যন এট ৱৰ্ক এখন এণ্ড পলিটিকেল থিয়ৰী এখন ক্লাছ 11 এখনো ক্লাছ 11 আৰ্টছৰ সো ইণ্ডিয়ান কনষ্টিটিউশ্যন এট ৱৰ্ক এণ্ড পলিটিকেল থিয়ৰীখন সৰু কিতাপ লাইক ছোটা যদি এণ্ড দিজ আৰ বোথ ফৰ প্ৰিলিমছ এণ্ড মেইনছ যদি আপুনি এইকেইটা পঢ়ি লয় your foundation will be so strong যে আপুনি ইজিলি এম লক্ষ্মীকান্তখন বুজি পাব obviously এম লক্ষ্মীকান্তখনৰো আপুনি মাল্টিপল ৰিভিজন দিব লাগিব you will have to give multiple rounds of revision কিন্তু আপুনি যোনবোৰ কনসেপ্টস আছে যেনেকৈ মই টাইম এণ্ড এগেইন কৈ থাকোঁ কি কনসেপ্ট নহ'লে नहीं होगा আপুনি ঢেৰ মেমৰাইজেশ্যন কৰিব পাৰে কিন্তু মেইনছতটো কনসেপ্ট ৰিলেটেড কুৱেশ্যন হি আয়েগা সো ইণ্ডিয়ান কনষ্টিটিউশ্যন এট ৱৰ্ক এণ্ড পলিটিকেল থিয়ৰী এই দুখন কিতাপ লৈও ল'ব পাৰে আৰু এনচিইআৰটিৰ ৱেবছাইটত গৈ ডাউনলোডো কৰি ল'ব পাৰে ইট ইজ এভেইলেবল ফৰ ফ্ৰী ইট ইজ বোথ ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট ফৰ প্ৰিলিমছ এণ্ড মেইনছ তাৰপিছত আহিলে এনচিয়েণ্ট এণ্ড মেডিয়েবল হিষ্ট্ৰী দিছ ইজ নট মাই ৰেকমেণ্ডেশ্যন দিছ ইজ ৰেকমেণ্ডেশ্যন বাই মাই হিষ্ট্ৰী ফেকাল্টি okay because amar zamanat ami pohisilo Satish Chandra and R.S. Sharma this were the things we studied but then now a lot of people are telling ki Poonam Dalal Dahiya is one book which is everybody swearing by like Poonam Dalal Dahiya is Poonam Dalal Dahiya like that thoda borderline she's going the line of M Lakshmikant only so Poonam Dalal Dahiya kitab kon is very very important and a lot of UPSC toppers are talking about it जे they took Poonam Dalal Dahiya so study कर लिया very nice book very simplistically written एटो मैं কৈ আছিলো যে আপডেট करना है so मैं अपडेटेड लिस्ट kon दिसो आपनाक had you asked me my recommendation I would have asked you कि अपनी R.S. Sharma और Satish Chandra पढ़ो both are thick books but ancient and medieval India কাৰণে now everybody is swearing by Poonam Dalal Dahiya so Poonam Dalal Dahiya kon lobo I think it should be very like you know helpful for you so modern history we will have Bipin Chandra their replacement italoke aha nai so this is Bipin Chandra's new book and it is good for both prelims and mains so a lot of people will be like spectrum pohu rajirahi pohu spectrum pohibo pare spectrum kintu spectrum is very useful only for your prelims part okay so hetu pohibole apuni mains likhibo gole oloppan problem hobo pare because you need a little more depth in that so spectrum pohibo pare it will be good কিন্তু আৰু এটা বস্তু দিস ইজ মাই ৰেকমেণ্ডেশ্যন যে বিপিন চন্দ্ৰ পঢ়ক ওভাৰ স্পেক্ট্ৰাম ওকে আৰু স্পেক্ট্ৰাম খন বহুত মানুহে কিয় প্ৰিফাৰ কৰে ইটস লাইক আ ম্যানুৱেল সৰু এখন কিতাপ বহুত বস্তু কনসাইজ ফৰ্মত লিখা আছে তাত তো দিস কনসাইজ ফৰ্ম উইল অনলি হেল্প ইউ ইন প্ৰিলিমছ বাট ইট উইল নট হেল্প ইউ ইন মেইনছ ঠিক আছে so rather than Rajiv Ahir rather than spectrum it is advised you go for modern history by Bipin Chandra now are about history I don't think if you read Poonam Dalal Dahiya tete apuni NCERT bu skip marileo hobo you can skip your NCERTs jodi bole you are in a rush and you still want to go by the book apni jodi 2026 or kane prepare korise tetia hole you can read the R.S. Sharma and the Bipin Chandra and the Satish Chandra NCERTs okay you can read them আৰু ইতিয়া মই যোনখিনি বুক লিষ্ট কৈ আছো I am talking about 2026 APSC which is going to be held in 2027 okay তাৰ মানে আজিৰ পৰা next year if you are going to prepare immediately যোনটো next আহিব এটোটো নহবই এটো কাৰণে তো বুক লিষ্ট কোৱাই নাই এটো তো আপুনি খতমে হৈ যাব লাগে এতিয়া I am talking about the next years হেতু কাৰণে এটো বুক লিষ্ট হ'ব যদি you are taking 2 years time to prepare because now I have gotten students who are in college first year very very serious and I'm very happy about it so June hokole dhorok itia first year of colleges and they want to appear in the last year they want to appear just after college teulukor karone NCERT is a compulsion kintu jodi apni next year tamane 2026 ot hobo laga juntu APSC karone prepare kori ase ekhini pohibo lagibo gutte 41 ta NCERT bitor jungita NCERT mo mention kori disu hegita ekdom mandatory so yat about ancient history and medieval history jodi you are going to appear next year tetia hole you can skip the NCERTs but jodi enuka hoy ki apna sor 2 years time ase tetia hole you can go for R.S. Sharma Bipin Chandra and Satish Chandra okay now economy this is my preference very tiny book মই ইকনমি টু বৰ ভাল নাপাওঁ so this is my recommendation and this is my faculty's recommendation okay and my faculty's point is that he is preferring Vivek Singh over Ramesh Singh. Ramesh Singh is a very famous book. Sobe Ramesh Singh pohe. In fact, moi jeta prepare kori aslo, I read Sanjeev Verma for my APSC and I read Ramesh Singh for my UPSC mains. So the point is that ki Ramesh Singh ajikali because of its bulk olopan bahiye goi ase. Because of the bulk, it is now less preferred a little bit and people are preferring Vivek Singh. Because according to my faculty, Vivek Singh or juntu mains oriented junbu bostu ase, they are very lucidly explained, very like the flow is very nice. This is what he told me. So I think Vivek Singh is something that all students should work upon. So Vivek Singh is good for both prelims and mains and Sanjeev Verma is good for prelims. Jodi you are someone like me who easily gets economy বুলি ক'লে অলপমান টেনশ্যনত গুচি যায় তেতিয়াহ'লে you start by Sanjeev Verma. Sanjeev Verma is very small, like tiny book, অলপ স্পেক্ট্ৰামৰ 1/4 মান কৰি দিয়ক সিমান মান ভিতৰ হয়, সাইজটো অলপমানে ডাঙৰ তাতকে. So Sanjeev Verma you can first start with. It's for prelims, very concise format mein cheeze are there, and then Vivek Singh is something that you need for your mains because no buzile nahi hoga. Also, like I said, NCERTs which are mandatory are Indian Economic Development this and Introductory Macroeconomics this. Egita whole class 11 or etu whole class 12 or okay. It is important for both prelims and mains. Jodi you study both of this and then you move to the main book list, take your main books out of the book list, then only your subject grip will be very very strong. So jot moi NCERT refer korisu apnalokok polity economy. So you should study the NCERT before you study the main book. You should study Indian Constitution and Work and Political Theory before you study M. Lakshmikant. You should study Indian Economic Development and Introductory Macroeconomics before you study Indian Economy by Sanjeev Verma or Indian Economy by Vivek Singh. Okay? Now, geography. So geography lo you kafi eta heri ase because basically to map oriented ba kiba enokai proshno ahe hekane map module ot amara bahut lora choli include hoise ebar. And last joa kali moi polity most probable question bo find out kori asil ar moi baki question bo salo, then I realized ki acha map is a lot more important than people actually think about. So atlas is zaruri just like constitution is zaruri, but we will talk about that in our next video. So abhi geography ke liye GC Leong, everybody knows physical geography by GC Leong. A2 whole GC Leong. This is the book name and etu kinibole pai. In fact moi to amar time ami xerox poisilu because etu pabole nasile mane iman problem. Kintu I think abhi production bad gaya hai, so apuni etu pohibo pare, you can pohibo pare no pohibo lage. To GC Leong le lo for your concepts, okay? And also Majid Hussain, Indian Geography, teolukor junkhini Assam oriented and Northeast oriented part asile. Moi junto version poisilu hetu tolop gondogol asile. I think they got some feedbacks about it. Now they have corrected it. So junto Majid Hussain ase, that is quite well for Indian Geography now. Jo error tha wo bhi sahi ho gaya hai. And it is important for both prelims and mains. So prelims and mains o karone especially jeta geography hoy question bur very very conceptual ahe. बहुत कम टाइम আপোনাৰ এনেকুৱা আহিব কি কিবা বলে থিওৰিটিক্যাল আহিছে আবুল আহিছে মানে লাইক ভেৰি সিম্পল ফ্যাক্চুয়াল কোৱেশ্চন প্ৰিলিমছত আহিব পাৰে বাট মেইনছৰ কথা কৈছো বহুত কম আহে লাইক ভেৰি ভেৰি লেস সো হেতু কাৰণে ইউ नीड योर डेप्थ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट एंड उसके लिए फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी के लिए रीड जीसी लियोंग एंड इंडियन ज्योग्राफी के लिए रीड माजिद हुसैन ओके नाउ वेरी वेरी लाइक सॉर्ट आफ्टर क्या पढ़े very very sought after subject junto question hudu ami which is Assam history. And moi recently goisilu jetia book fair last jetia goisilu book fair, I found out je, I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of XYZ people are now writing about Assam history. Okay, lot of XYZ people. Moi to pagole ho gelo, why is he writing about Assam history? Mane amar mur etu dharona hoy যে যদি জেনারেলিস্ট কিবা সাবজেক্ট হয়, ইফ ইট ইজ আ জেনারেলিস্ট সাবজেক্ট তেতিয়া হলে generalist মানুহ হলে হোক but when it is a specialized subject like history I think history should be written by a historian or someone who has dedicated lives to history যদি কোনবা xyz মানুহে আপোনাৰ হিষ্ট্ৰীখন লিখি উলাইছে তাৰ মানে তেও এনেকুৱা হিষ্টৰিয়ান মানুহৰ পৰা কপি মাৰি লিখিছে এসএল বৰুৱা হক আমাৰ প্ৰিয়ম গোস্বামী হক তেনুকা মানুহৰ কিতাবৰ পৰা কপি মাৰি লিখিছে so you find out yourself ki apuni copy kitab bohi likhibo sabole pohibole koise na you want to study from the source okay and ye logic hona chahiye etu apnaloke nije logically find out korok kisuman exception ase jenike art and culture by kiba amar Nitin Singhania or naam to pahari gisle hoy art and culture by Nitin Singhania he has been a nice person himself but now he is also writing multiple books but challenge bhi ho raha hai now people are not studying Nitin Singhania because बहुत डांगो बल्कि किताब है और ईमान बल्कि तो ना है most art and culture to most of the times current affairs are related आही जाए so time and again things change and people get to know तो मैं जिधर book fair गई देखा पालो कि Assam history every XYZ is writing a book तो एटू आपुनी बुझी लबो कि every XYZ is writing a book क्योंकि इतियाओ Assam history एरिना तो एनुका होय আছে कि कोनो एनुका धरक M लक्ष्मीकांत टाइपर किताब নাই বা you know আমাৰ সতীশ চন্দ্ৰ নিসনা বা ইতিয়া পুনম দলাল দহিয়াৰ নিসনা কিতা এনুকা লাইক ইট ইজ নট এবল টু বি দেয়াৰ ফাইন্ড আউট হ'ব পাৰা নাই এটা পাৰ্টিকুলাৰ কিতাব এখন এনুকা ষ্ট্ৰং হোল্ড হ'ব পাৰা নাই except for Edward Gate to Edward Gate but the problem with Edward Gate is that Edward Gate has been written from the point of view of a Britisher okay etu upay nai teoluke likhisile so obviously their perspective has been written কিন্তু জুনবোৰ প্ৰশ্ন আমাৰ আহে that is not very sufficient to be understood from the perspective of a Britisher so আমাৰ what is very like you know from the source বুলি কব যা authentic the most authentic Assam history books will be SL Barua খন তো আমি কিনিবলে পোৱা নাছিলো we got it from the government of Assam archive okay government of Assam or archive ত গৈ পেলাই we found out the book so very difficult to fine I think the old version is very difficult to find itia jodi ako ahise I have no idea kintu ami jeta pohisilu then we studied from the government of Assam or old archive pa and now this book is also catching fire like Punam Dalal Dahiya's book is catching fire that is Priyam Goswami and I really liked it Priyam Goswami ka kitab I also found out pretty nicely written very nicely written so Priyam Goswami and SL Barua actually SL Barua should be over Priyam Goswami এইখন কিতাব I think if you find out your Assam history is done তাৰ পিছত 15খন কিতাব XYZ মানুহে লিখা কিতাব every XYZ is writing a book abhi Assam ka kya hai na the point is with Assam is that APSC especially arena to itia notun ke start hoise like boom to notun ke hoise so ekane from a business perspective jo bhi chal jaye everybody is writing so Assam history kintu please understand studied from a historian to Priyam Goswami and SL Barua to poho that is the most authentic source to understand Assam history okay and etu aro etu amiu pohisilu and itiao lorasoli etu pohi ase Assam geography by Tahir and Ahmed and in fact the book ka cover is also same kya মানে আমি তো এটু কিতাবে পড়িছিল যেনেকে আমার লক্ষ্মীকান্ত কোন কালার টু বেলেগ আছিল লক্ষ্মীকান্ত চেঞ্জেস ইটস কালার উই স্টাডিড দ্য ব্রাউন কালার वाला লক্ষ্মীকান্ত अभी तो ব্লু হৈ গল এন্ড अलग अलग কালার্স কিপ কামিং বাট এটু জুনটো হয় Assam geographical profile this is like a again this is like a manual to Assam geography so etu change hua nai etu eneke ase and I think I don't think abhi there is another kitab we can challenge Assam geographical profile abhi किसमान अपडेशन আছে हे अपडेशन बुर आपनालके पेपर साइ কৰি লব পাৰে किसमान अपडेशन আছে হেবুৰ আপনি পেপাৰ সাই কৰি লব পাৰে very important so that will be very good কিন্তু এই ম্যানুৱেল বুৰ যে উলাই হে ম্যানুৱেল বিলাকৰ পা অলপ দূৰত থাকিব because ম্যানুৱেল বুৰ strictly business perspective পা হয় যেনেকে like I have got publishers who come to me for reviews तो जेनेके brutally मैं इतिया कोई दिसो I give the same brutal review to the publishers as well and my point has been always जे manual से कुछ नहीं होता है होबो इनवारे कि अपनी APSC पास কৰিছে with the help of a manual so এটো আপোনাৰ মনটো ভাল লাগিব পাৰে এটা কিতাব हो सब হৈ যাব এটো impossible হয় please understand कि अलग अलग किताब you will have to study okay so Assam geography কাৰণে Tahir and Ahmed এটো চাই লব আৰু both prelims and mains কাৰণে it is good now jeneke kolu polity karone jeneke koisilu heneke economic karone kolu heneke geography NCERT ei sarita again mandatory keneke Indian people and economy, fundamentals of human geography, physical environment ei sarita junkita hoy egina noy bahut patol kitab hoy kintu sabo yar pora dheir UPSC prelims or question ahise. A lot of UPSC prelims question have been derived from geographical NCERT. They are so important, like supreme important. Apni eta proshno sabo dekha pabo, it has already been given in NCERT, especially geography mein. So Indian people and economy, fundamentals of human geography, fundamentals of physical geography and physical environment, supremely important, and read it before you read GC Leong, or read it before you read kiba Majid Hussain, or you read Amar Tahir Ahmed. Okay, ei gute gita poha agote you should read geographical NCERT and then you should read the rest. Okay, final of part 1 for the prelims is art and culture, and an introduction to Indian art part 1. This is a class 11 ka fine arts ka kitab. Indian culture problem hoy bhalu hoy etu je most of the times it is related to current affairs. Okay, so current affairs related jijuno bostu jodi ase kintu hebuto ami pohiboi lagibo, but some traditional things are there about dance, about classical music, about classical instruments, about some famous paintings. Ebilak we will have to understand with the help of an introduction to Indian art. We can go for Nitin Singhania, but the problem with Nitin Singhania is that bahut info ase, iman info nelage for art and culture, itna chahiye nahi for art and culture jiman Nitin Singhania ase. So you can buy the book. I also have Nitin Singhania, very pretty, बहुत पता मैंने को कलरफुल पिक्चर वगैरह आसे, but the problem is that बहुत bulky होय, तो इमान टाइम मैं दिबो नवारू माने आर्ट एंड कल्चर कारणे मैं पढ़िम करंट अफेयर्स, and then I'll like substantiate it with the help of an introduction of art, which is a class 11 NCERT. Okay, so this is the part 1 of the book list. बहुत सारा book कोई दिला अपना लोगों टेंशन है जब, so I am dividing it into 2 parts. So अपनी आको साइलोबो पॉलिटी करने एम लक्ष्मीकांत, पॉलिटी NCERT, इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एट वर्क, पॉलिटिकल थ्योरी, एंशिएंट एंड मेडिएवल हिस्ट्री पूनम दलाल दहिया, मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री करने बिपिन चंद्रा, इकोनॉमी संजीव वर्मा, विवेक सेन, इकोनॉमी NCERT, इकोनॉमिक इंडियन इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, इंट्रोडक्टरी मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स, ज्योग्राफी GC लियोंग, माजिद हुसैन, असम हिस्ट्री प्रियम गोस्वामी, SL बरुआ, Assam geography Tahir Ahmed, geography NCERT, Indian economy, Indian people and economy, fundamentals of human geography, fundamentals of physical geography, Indian physical environment, and art and culture and introduction of Indian art. So thakile ecology, science and tech, current affairs. So egita karne I will give a separate book list very soon. Also very important announcement. So Sandpaper is very happy to announce junto ami maze homoy sake apnalokok sneak peek diye asu je we have successfully acquired, or we have successfully brought into our team another civil servant from government of Assam, and teo I am Calcutta pa poha and Guwahati University pa poha, and he is going to make his appearance tomorrow at 8 PM on our YouTube channel itself. And it took us almost a year to bring the person on board, because to bring another civil servant, so moi the mother of Sandpaper so this is my baby, I have to keep it as successful as we can, and thankfully all of you have been supporting so much that mother of Sandpaper is very happy. But to bring another person on board, okal amiye satisfied hobo nalage with our strength, the person who we are bringing should also be satisfied of our growth. So the person finally is satisfied of our growth, and we could successfully bring another officer. Now Sandpaper has 2 officers who have cracked APSC, and now they are all coming together with all the beautiful, wonderful, like lucid faculties we have, and the best team for you for the quality of education that we bring. So tomorrow at 8 PM, stay tuned for the grand reveal. and it will be very like, you know, we are so very happy to have the person with us. He's our CEO and also the expert faculty, and we'll just have a face-to-face tomorrow. Okay, so till then, like, share, subscribe, Sandpaper Academy for Civil Services. Thank you.